Hello and good morning, everybody. We should be live. My guest slash co-host is not here. He may or may not pop on. If not, sweet dreams, buddy. If you show up backstage, I'll bring you up. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. I'm going to run through real quick and say some hellos, as is customary. Of course, we have the Zen Ginger, Fishin Tanks. Hello, good to see you. Pugs Tanks. Hello. Appreciate you being here. Dragon Lair, again, sorry I missed you on the Atlanta trip, but it's good to see you in here. I hope the pond is doing well. Let's see. Yeah, Dragon Lair says, hey, I'm running around trying to get everything fed so I can be here during the stream as I go to work at 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Chevy Fish is lurking and driving. Hello, Chevy Fish. John Larson, good morning. Brad, Mr. Fish, sir, it was a pleasure to meet you and your family. Brad is an awesome guy. I look forward to meeting him again in the future. Let's see. We've got Mitch Norton, who is a local to me. Good to see you, Mitch. I hope you're having a great day today. And I think, V-Stag, Bill Witt, Miss Fever is here. Pegasus Arena, hello. Glad to have you. So one of the things that I would like to talk about, and again, we may or may not have somebody else joining us if they wake up. Kind of some things I've got going on right now. Some cool stuff that I got yesterday. And some cool things that are on the way. So I guess we will start with one of the things that I'm doing today is setting up a temporary betta housing area. So what I've done is, and these are empty, there's no fish in them yet. But I've got some of these shoe boxes and I've drilled holes in all four of the corners, not just for oxygen, but also for feeding. And then I'm going to stack probably 5 of these up. I've got 20 of them total. I think I've got 16 bettas. But I'm going to get all the bettas collected, excluding the glow betta. It's going to stay in its bowl. No, it does not have a glow light on it. I did a video on that a while back, but I really like him in that bowl, so he's going to stay there. But I've got to drain a tank and move it out of the way to get those set up. Then I'll be able to keep a better eye on the bettas until we get the betta barracks built. I haven't finalized a design for that yet, but I am going to build a betta wall. I may or may not have talked about this on stream. I know I've talked about it off the stream, but one of the things that I'm wanting to do, since Ed and I do a lot of traveling and going places, is I would like to pick up. Hey, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Chattanooga Ed, welcome, my friend.
Hey, partner.
Glad to have you. You doing all right this morning?
Yeah, I was running a little late, but I thought I was going to be here on time. And then my mom just talked to me, and she's going in to be tested for the corona.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, she doesn't have a fever, but she's been coughing a lot. So,
well, I hope she's okay.
I had to stop and talk to her for a few minutes.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I appreciate you being here. And if you need to leave, you can. I totally understand.
Oh, no. No, she's, my dad's just going to drive her by the doctor, and they're going to do a test outside and let her know.
Well, I hope she's okay. I know at one point you had that migrant worker farm that had like 200 and some odd cases in your town. Yeah. So.
But, I mean, that's been so many weeks.
Yeah. I hope she's fine. That's she's a lovely lady. She was quite pleasant when I met her. So.
Yeah, she's pretty swell.
I mean, anybody that raised a guy like this has got to be a good person, right?
I've always compared my mom to Mary Poppins. I was so blessed to have a mom like Mary Poppins.
I like that. That is very awesome.
And of course, I forgot my glasses.
Wow, that's all right. I can cover the chat. I was just telling everybody about the. I picked these up yesterday for the bettas. I've got 20 of these. And I drilled holes in all four corners for air, as well as being able to drop in a little pellet or two to feed them. So I'm going to set that up today, and we'll have all the bettas collected because I'm building, as you know, a betta wall. Haven't decided on the design. And so I think that's going to be fun. I'm not building the betta wall today, but I'm doing this temporary setup for the bettas.
Yep. Well, I plan on going to Lowe's, or not Lowe's, the Sam's. to see what type of containers they have tomorrow.
That's a good idea. I like
For
that.
mine. I got a really quick question. Is this a 2-hour show or a 1-hour show?
1 hour.
Okay, cool. Because I have physical therapy at 2:30.
Gotcha. Yeah, we just hop in for an hour. Mike, Fish Tank Barn with $1 super pooper chat emoji there. I appreciate you, Mike. Thank you for the poop sticker.
Hey, Mike.
I hope you're having a great day, brother.
Hey, Mike, if you're still there, what is the name of the goodiots that I got from you at the Big Fish deal? They're super cute and they're super tough. And I was just, I'd just like to know what type they are.
I almost forgot. I did get some more of these. There we go.
Nice.
For the super chat. I forgot I picked those up. So yeah, that's all I had really gone over so far. But I'm looking forward to doing that. What you got there? Amazon.
Yeah, this just came. So I've pretty well guessed what it is. Oh, that's weird. It's easier to open from the side.
Huh.
Any guesses? Fish related.
Yeah. I don't have a clue. I was going to guess really, really small fish lights, but you don't need any fish lights that small.
Floating.
There is your.
They're floating
answer.
fountains for my fish tubs.
Nice. Now, is that like LEDs in a circle around the top there? I couldn't really.
Oh, that felt good. No, that's just the solar panel.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
And then that's the little pump on the back.
Very cool.
And it just shoots up a little fountain about that big.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. So that's going to cover your aeration and all that good stuff. You don't have to plug anything in. You just throw it in there and float, and it's solar powered.
Yeah, see how the little panels are?
I see them. That is awesome. Now, how much are those?
These were $19.99.
Oh, you can't beat that.
I forgot to do your link. Oh, gone it.
That's fine, buddy. That is fine. It's okay. I appreciate the afterthought, though. But no, that's cool. And that's an awesome, cheap way to get aeration into your pond and get some water movement going. You don't have to run a power cord or any of that stuff or worry about having an air pump out there. Zen Ginger with the $5 super chat says, more poppers. I want one. Let me see if I can get my aim here. I'll do it back. Oh,
it looks like there's
to the side. Thank you, Zen Ginger. I appreciate that. I really do.
Different patterns that you can put on it.
Oh, like changing the spray nozzle. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You're going to have to play around and find the one that you like.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep us updated and let us know how that goes. I've got that up on the screen for you, Ed, if you wanted to take a picture. Mike's response to the fish there.
Awesome.
I'm going to find my chat again real quick. There it is. Greeks Aquatics, Alice, a couple other people have joined us as well. Mains, Tails, Furs, and Fins says, hey guys, how's everyone? Sorry to hear about Zebra Pleco. Thank you very much. Yeah, kids will be kids. Maybe Dean would spare one for you. Well, so I guess I will segue into that. And there are some other people that have joined us that I missed. I appreciate you being here. I saw you pop in. There's Ed's picking up cichlids. Love that. In regards to, hey, Kaler's Aquatics. How's it going, Bob? Oh, dude, that's so cool, Ed.
That is. I went with the one with the big hole in the middle. I'm figuring it'd have the with the little ones. We'll find out. I'll do like a little review video. I did a video yesterday of my ponds, and I'm just waiting to get the thumbnail done. It's nothing really special, but it's just something.
Well, I think I'm going to start throwing up just a short little video every day. Nothing fancy, just something to try and help. Because we have backslid a little bit on the channel, and I gotta fix that. I'm not giving the people what they want. I don't like that. But in terms of the zebra plecos that were just mentioned, I actually found, hey, Chuck Harder, good to see you. New name to me. If you've been here before, my apologies, but I appreciate you being here. I've actually got 5 more zebra plecos that are being ordered and should be here next Wednesday or Thursday. Somebody else has got some zebra plecos on the way. I don't know if they want to mention it. They're in the chat, or if they want me to tell about it. But basically, I was talking to someone about the order I was placing. Waiting to see if they want to break their own news here.
It is not me.
It is not Ed. Ed does not have zebra plecos on the way. But hopefully we get things breeding out. Ed can have a little backup population at his house in the future, just to be safe. Maybe, possibly. I know he's not a pleco guy, but you know,
no, but
I
would still be more than happy to keep reserve insurance for you.
Yeah, so there's the Zen Ginger is actually getting some zebra plecos as well. As you all know, the Zens are really huge supporters and just awesome people and good friends. I was talking to the Zen Ginger, and I'll shorten the story out. But I was talking to the Zen Ginger about me ordering some more zebra plecos, because 3 is not enough to do a breeding colony, and I'm not going to let that dream die. So Bob said, there went my fry. Well, Bob Kaler would be a great person to hold on to some zebras too, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, as I like to say. Right now, it's just, I want to focus on getting them happy and breeding and all of that. But as you all know, the Zens are amazing people, good friends. Long story short, Mr. Zen ended up purchasing 10 zebra plecos, 5 for myself and 5 for Mrs. Zen, the Zen Ginger. So everybody poke the Zen Ginger, make sure that she does some videos on those. I'd really like to help get her back going on her channel again. She does an amazing job, and she's a huge help for my channel and for me. So I'd like to help push her channel along with Ed's. Bob Kaler with the $20 super sticker says, go with the big pear guy. Oh, let me get you a party popper here. Oh, you dropped it, caught it. We're going to do this one up. See how that one works. There we go. Bob Kaler's Aquatics, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. So yeah, and Zinginger says, we are pretty friggin' amazing. Yes, you are, both of you. I didn't talk about it the other day because they were just kind of lurking or not fully present. But for my birthday, Miss Fever found this chair, and of course she had been talking to the Zens back and forth. And it was kind of one of those things, and you know, these are not cheap. And she said, well, hey, do you want to do half on it? And well, the Zens just turned around and outright paid for the whole thing. So thank you again for that, Mr. and Mrs. Zen. Y'all do more for me than I think I deserve. But I appreciate you, and I love you guys. So thank you for that. But we're going to I'll have 8 zebra plecos and a colony, and the Zen Ginger will have 5. And so hopefully we can get some breeding going on. And hey, Vinoxky's Tanks, good to see you. Kind of add that to the mix. So I think that's going to be awesome. Miss Fever, myself, the Zen Ginger, we were all up last night kind of researching on our own, looking at different substrates, like really digging into it. I'm familiar with the care, but I haven't done like exuberant amounts of research. So I would like watch everything I could find on that. And so we were kind of all discussing different setups and substrates and flow and, you know, all that wonderful stuff. Fish Tank Burn says, today I'm moving in the last of Jimmy's tanks today. Awesome. Very, very cool. Okay. But yeah, so that's one of the big things I wanted to announce and say a huge thank you. I don't have enough thank yous for that. Zen likes the party popper, so we'll do a party popper just for that announcement. That one kind of went sideways. Kaler says, Bentley is a great zebra resource. Absolutely. And I appreciate you reminding me on that, Bob. There are a couple people that I'm going to kind of poke with a stick and see if I can get some advice from them. J-Dog, hey, good to see you. Wants to know, does anyone have mollies for sale? I can't find any around here. As in Ginger saying, Mr. Zim considers those things an investment in karma. We just like helping the fish fan folks. Well, it's very, very much appreciated. And I hope that the return on investment is well over what you've invested. So thank you again. Yeah, Eric Bodrock as well. Never talked to Eric. I've talked to Bentley. Very, very briefly have gotten a response or two from Dean, the great master breeder Dean. But who knows? We will see. Another thing I found, Ed, I think you'll like this. I don't know, your store may already have it, but Aquatic Marine just got in their full line of extreme foods. So I was super happy yesterday to pick those up. I picked up the betta pellets and the extreme nano fish, which is almost like a powder. It's really awesome. You're not going to be able to really see it probably, but it's just, that's how fine it is. It won't even show on camera how. For the fry? It's for the fry and the guppies and the tetras. It's a really, really, really fine micro pellet. Nice. And of course, I had to get the Community Crave Flakes, and I will be doing a video. And those of you that follow me on Instagram saw that I posted a picture of the setup in the store yesterday. Hey, can we ask? Was it yes, sir. J-Dog? Mm-hmm. I'm on Get Gills right now, and I see there are platies. Or wait, he wanted mollies. There's one molly at least, two. So go to Get Gills. I can put a link up if he wants. Yeah, okay, keep going talking about. No, good. You're good. Get Gills is an awesome resource. And then I got the big fella. I forgot to get the massive. I forget what they call it, but it's basically like a giant carnivore pellet that I thought would be good for the big bichers and the ghost knives, or the clown knives, I mean. But this big fella pellet is, there you can see the size of it. The piranha and the cichlids absolutely love this stuff. TM Aquatic, Shep, I was watching some TM Aquatic stuff last night as well. Thank you for that. Chevy Fish. The plecos, and not just the plecos, but the other fish in the tank, were all after these wafers. So everybody loved those. The flakes I fed to a whole bunch of different fish. Everybody was super happy with that. Tyreek's channel, hello, glad to have you here. I appreciate you being with us. The nano, the guppies love this stuff. And what's great is that it's already super small, but if you want it like powder fine, it breaks apart really, like it's really easy to just pinch and twist, and it just powderizes for the little baby fry if you wanted to do that. Not even necessary, but I still do it anyway out of habit from feeding the other stuff and powderizing it. And then the betta pellets. The bettas absolutely love those. So I tried over a dozen different tanks and a bunch of different types of fish, and everybody's loved the stuff so far. So I'm super happy with that. I'll do a video showing the actual feedings at some point. Very nice. That's cool that you got all that stuff. Yeah, I was real happy. I knew he had ordered the stuff. So he has the entire line. He has every single product that they make. The only issue is he doesn't necessarily have every size of every product. And that's because there have been some issues with, with everything going on. Kind of like Corey's talked about not being able to get the pumps at one point. Not everybody can get, like all the lids they need, or maybe all the smaller containers. But he does have sizes of every single product they carry. Mr. Norton says, I was extremely excited to see that at Aquatic Marine. Get the Extreme brand. I need to move party poppers off the screen. There we go. I need them to pick up Zoom Ed's Nano Banquet Food Block. My shrimp and snails love it. I've not tried that one, but I'll have to look into that. All right. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Pegasus Arena said, I'm going back to the LFS from last week's stream, going to see what new fish are in tomorrow. Awesome. That sounds awesome. Rose Aquatics. Hey, how are you, Rose? I still have to do a video on my ribbons guppies. I do love me some guppy videos. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, so I'm super excited about that. I've got one other thing. I think it's going to be a really fun video. I have got an order coming. I'm not even going to tell y'all about that yet. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. So that's another big thing. Yeah, so it's busy, fun week. I'm going to be doing a 40. Well, I'll tell y'all a little bit. Basically, I'm going to be doing a 40 breeder, but it's in the system. Y'all have seen the tank before. It's in about an 80-gallon system, so I'm going to use that setup. It's also got a couple tins that are plumbed into the same system. I think that's going to be perfect in terms of breeding. And then I've got some really awesome stuff coming for the tank to get it scaped out just right and get the flow right and all of that good stuff. J-Dog saying nice. Thank you, Ed. Lost my chat again. Good job.
Big Tank Hank says he has fry that are still alive from his first beta spawn.
Oh, that's awesome, Big Tank Hank. Yeah, Big Tank Hank, I'm going to be probably trying to bend your ear, get some tips from you on building this beta wall. And
we need to have him on live.
And we do. I talked to him about that, and then we got back, and kind of all heck broke loose. And it's completely my fault I hadn't gotten back to him on it. But yeah, I want to have him on because he is an awesome guy. Miss Fever with the $3 super sticker with the little pom puffy fruit. I think she just wants a party popper. There we go.
I posted a link to your Instagram where they can see the end cap of all that stream.
Yeah.
I don't know if it worked, but
I believe so. I was really impressed with it when I went in there and saw it. Dragler says, I took 2 big deep styrofoam fish boxes and made 1/4-inch hardware cloth tops for them for fish outside. I'll foil those dang frogs yet. Yeah, I know you've been having a lot of issues with your pond being invaded, Dragonlair, so hopefully that'll work for you. Something's got to give, because I know you've been fighting that. Seems like on a daily basis. It worked, Ed, said the Zen Gender. So look at that. Ed throwing links in the chat. I appreciate you, buddy. Do you have anything you wanted to go over before I give my last piece of information? My last surprise, if you will.
No, I like surprises.
You like surprises? Okay. So the other thing that I have, I'm sure will be here this week, that I'm going to be doing a video on, is last night I placed a $500 co-op order. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be awesome. I'm not going to tell you everything I got in there because you're going to have to watch the video to see it. But I will tell you that I did finally get something for the fish rooms that I have talked about many times for quite a long time. And this will probably give it away. But Ed's got one, and so I had to get it. So we're going to have a setup for that. But I've got a whole bunch. I think I've got 30 items, something like that. I got a lot of stuff. So that's going to be awesome. I'm really excited for that. Got a lot of cool things coming in that I'm looking forward to share with you all and to test out some of the stuff I've used before, some of the stuff I have not. So I think that's going to be really fun.
Bob says he would like to plan a trip to Ponds and Plants sometime this week.
Yeah, Ponds and
I'm always down for that. I was just there yesterday. They don't really have anything new, but they've got plenty of plants.
And they are an awesome place. I love that place.
I bought some hyacinth from them.
Yep, y'all figured it out. And that wasn't just to highlight that, but I wanted to get the other comment off. I did get the central air pump finally. And that was also, if you will, financed by the Zens in one way or another. I was going to do that order anyways, but I think as part of the setup, it kind of worked out that way. But
they're so incredibly easy to hook up. I did a whole video on how to do it. I just haven't figured out how to edit the whole thing together. And but yeah, it's an amazing pump. It's super quiet, high powered. It's neat.
Chevy Fish says $500 cup order to be sent to me, James. You shouldn't have. Just kidding. I wish I could. I really do wish I could. But I really need that pump. I've wanted it for a long time, but realistically, the amount of money I'm spending just on all the little pumps for electricity is ridiculous. So it'll pay for itself within a couple of months just on the power bill cut that's going to come with it.
My next major purchase for my fish room is going to be an oil heater. I need to be able to keep all my tanks at the same without having heats.
Yep. That's one of the things I'm currently not really fighting at the moment. I was playing around when I moved some, moved the tanks and redid the office here. And I was like, well, let's unplug some heaters and see what the temperatures look like, because the rooms stay right at 78. So like this tank here is staying right at 76. It's 75.7 at the moment. And then it'll warm up by a partial of a degree or a fraction of a degree throughout the day. But I've got more cold air blowing back here than I normally would. So, but you kind of know how my airflow fish rooms are set up. So I'm hoping I can just redirect some more air and not have to plug the heaters back in. But if I have to plug them in, I left them all in the tanks. So we'll see about that. Creeks Aquatics, Amy, thank you very much. $5 super chat says, I want a popper too. Yay, fish room fever and Ed. Grab that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really, really, really do.
Is that Darth Vader on your shirt?
That is. Let's see if I could. Well, I don't know if I can stand up and show you here, but yeah.
All right.
It doesn't have like any saying, like any wording or anything, but yeah, it's Vader. It's
nice. Well, it doesn't need anything to say.
I had my, I think I wore my other one last stream that had Vader, but that one I got for my birthday, and it says caution choking hazard.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, I love that. But Amy, thank you again very, very much for that. I do really, really appreciate it. You all are awesome, and I love you for it. Chewy LTD says, what is fun about Mondays? Is there not a song I don't like? Sunday by Sir Bob Geldof, Fish Room Fever. Chewy dropping the music information there.
Who used to sing Just Another Magic Monday?
We'll see.
Was that Cyndi Lauper? I wish it was a fun day. Whoa, whoa.
I don't remember who sung it, but I'm sure several people will tell us now that we've mentioned it. But yeah, Mondays used to be my weekend. That was kind of my one day off. That was my weekend. So that was my fun day. And again, we do, like the LFS tours. I don't want to go down there and bug them every single week on Monday and be like, hey, Kenny, can I do a tour every week? He would let me, but I feel bad asking that much of them.
My guy's closed on Monday.
Yeah. And then I've got Aquarium is closed on Monday, Aquarium Knoxville. So I don't know. I guess Monday's the best day retail wise for them to take off. But
their slowest day or a Tuesday. Yeah. Oh well.
But that's why it's Fishy Monday Fun Day, because you never know what you're going to get. It could be me. It could be me and Ed. It could be a fish store tour. I could pop up at somebody's house in another area. You never know. You never know what you're going to find. Danican Aquatics, good to see you, Kenny. I hope you're having a good day. Epic Aquarium says, hey, Fish Fam, hope you're all having a blessed Monday. You as well, Epic. I appreciate that. And Sandy, hello. I saw you come in, but I don't think I actually got a hello to you. So Sandy Dowdy, thank you for being here. Chevy Fish says, the Bengals, Manic Monday. Pegasus Arena says, Fish Room Fever, I like Mondays because it means a fun stream with you guys. Well, thank you, Rena. We appreciate that. That was another thing, was we had, like Alice couldn't hit a lot of the other streams because of the times. So this works out at a good time that people in other places can come hang out with us and say hello.
For sure. Earlier, Bob put Kenny E, and I was thinking he must mean Kenny G. That was before I realized that Danikin was here.
The Zen Ginger has thrown out the P.O. box for Fisher and Fever. If you wanted to send anything to Ed or myself, feel free to send it there. That's also, I got that specifically so when I was mailing things out, stickers, fish, whatever, prizes, I would be able to put that address instead of slapping my home address on everything, just because you never know. So, but then again, if you're Bob Kaler at Kaler's Aquatics, Ed will put your address and your phone number out there for you. So,
well, so will he.
Yeah, he will. He doesn't care. He just wants you to bring candy.
Yep. Oh, and there's Tiffany White. Hi, Tiff.
Good to see you, Tiffany.
T White. What? T White.
Dragon Lair, I do not check it daily. If stuff starts rolling into it, I'll start checking it more frequently. At this point, it's a couple times a week. So I'm going to check it today. I've got to mail out a fish to someone. They already know who they are, and they know that it's coming. So I've got to mail that fish out, and I will check it while I am there. And then I'll check it here in a couple days just to see. No, Amy, you were perfectly fine. And I wouldn't have given you my address if I didn't want you to have it. But if we do like a giveaway and somebody that I don't really know wins and I have to mail them something, I don't necessarily want my home address on something that's going to someone I've never met, I don't know, that kind of stuff. So I figured a P.O. box would be fun. Plus, it's just another step in the business. Kaler's Aquatics says, James, people can send me candy money or zebras to the P.O. box. Yeah, there you go. Anything you send to that P.O. box, if you'll put Fisher and Fever on it, you could always put, care of Chattanooga Ed, or, make sure that somewhere on there I know it's for Ed, but it's got to have Fisher and Fever for them to accept it, or my actual name. I didn't really, when I filled it out, I hadn't filled one out before, and I wasn't really thinking about it. So since Chattanooga Ed is not one of the authorized recipients, they won't put it in the box from what I understand. Eric Furlow with $1 Pooper Chat. I appreciate that $1 poop sticker very much. I do have some more of these guys. Let me open one up. Kaler's Aquatic says, Ed, I'm catching convicts today to send to Anthony. Oh, good
Did
luck.
You fan them up?
That's always fun having to chase down convicts.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had so much fun catching those guys. They would literally, I would catch them in the net and they would jump straight up and then I'd have to catch them in the air. It was pretty fun.
There we go. Woo-hoo! Yeah, it was so funny listening to Ed. I was in the other room breaking down the tank and I could hear Ed in there going, oh, he jumped at me.
It was great.
Yeah, that was a blast. Thank you, Eric Furlow, for that. I really do appreciate it. Dragon Lair, if you're going to do that, Dragon Lair, just send me a message. I'll give you my home address. I feel confident in that I know you well enough for you to have that. John, Sharpie's Models and Aquatics is with us. How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. I was glad I finally got to go hang out in your stream yesterday for a little bit. I've missed a lot of them lately, unfortunately. But I still have got so much to do around the fish rooms that I feel like I was 6 months behind and I've maybe gotten 2 months worth caught up.
This here is because of Sharpie. Okay. He did a video last year where he put one in his pond, and I said, I've got to do that. So thank you, Sharpie. That's what I bought 2 of these for my 2 tubs.
Very cool. Tiffany White has been catching white clouds out of her patio pond. That's awesome. Ooh. That is awesome.
Her setup is so pretty. Have you seen her video?
I have. I'm jealous of anybody that has ponds or tubs. It's just not worked out for me here. Maybe next year. Who knows? We'll see. I've got one lone convict in a big tote. Oh, not really tub, a tote outside. That was my test case. He's still alive and well, of course, but I never progressed onward from there. I think I don't know. Maybe next year.
Well, while Bob's here, I was wondering if you guys wanted to take a ride sometime up to Nashville, and maybe we could help Catfish Terry out with his fish tank.
That'd be awesome.
He doesn't have any live plants. He just has plastic stuff.
Okay.
He'd like to have live, but he went to Pet Marts, and they don't have much. So I thought maybe we could figure out how to hook him up and get him on the right.
Absolutely. No, that would be awesome. I'm always down for a trip and to help people out. Dragon Lure, now I'm just disappointed. I don't even know if I want it anymore. John says, still running in my pond, Ed. Doing a great job moving water and adding a bit of filtration. That is awesome. Yeah, I think
mine won't do that. I don't even see where the water. I guess the water goes in through a little bitty hole at the bottom. Huh. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Now, so I guess that kind of brings up the question I thought about earlier and didn't really touch on is, are you worried about that sucking up any fry? I don't know how the intake works on that.
I had thought about that, and I was thinking maybe I would just glue a little sponge in the back.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yeah, I've got those sheets that you can just cut and stick.
Yeah.
Somebody was doing a stream where they pulled out different ones yesterday. Who was that? They had 5 different types. Oh, it was Priscilla. It was in our stream. Oh. And she asked how much I thought they were and if I knew what they were. I've got them in the basement. I was just trying to sell them for her.
Oh, I know. Miss Fever is again throwing money at me. But she did want to say that Ed is the aquarium unicorn we don't deserve. Green heart, purple heart, and confetti for Ed.
I hope that's a good thing. Oh, thank you.
There we go. Thank you, Miss Fever. Yes, Ed is amazing. He is a huge part of my fish adventure, my YouTube adventure, and just a good pal. I'm very, very fortunate to have people like Ed and Bob and the Zins, and of course, the lovely Miss Fever, who makes my life so much easier by being a fish person and being open to the YouTube thing and not causing problems. Not everybody is blessed to have a significant other that is not just okay with their hobbies, but also a part of their hobbies. So I can't thank Miss Fever enough for being the awesome person she is as well. Pug's Tanks is doing water changes, adding driftwood, jumped on me, and removing filtration. There it is. To begin natural filtration, adding more plants tomorrow. That is awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome. I've tried to get a lot of my stuff shifted over to get more natural. I am still running sponge filters and everything. I will probably always run a sponge filter in every single tank. Pugs, there it is. Mitch Norton says, I've got to get back to work. Hope everyone is enjoying their tanks. Mitch, I hope you have a great day. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I hope you get to enjoy your tank some today. And we will see you on the next go round, my friend.
For sure.
But yeah, even though not always necessary, I think I will always run a sponge filter in every tank just for kind of a peace of mind, if you will. I really do like sponges. And that's another great thing about getting that linear pump installed is I've got enough of a backup power source to be able to run that thing even during a long-term power outage. So if I've got a sponge filter in every tank and I can just plug that one pump in, I'm good with, keeping the oxygen levels and all that good stuff. Bill Witt says, Fish Room Fever, just got my first hatch of albino bristlenose plecos. It is awesome watching the change each day. Yes, that is. Congratulations, Bill. Super, super cool. I don't think, I've had albinos. I never intentionally bred an albino with an albino, but I have a pair that are both standard colored that would always throw about 40% albinos. So it was always cool to see exactly what I was going to get every time the eggs would start to develop. Yeah, it's awesome. All the slight changes that you get to watch along the way from the egg sac onward into little wigglers and swimmers, and then losing that and turning into little bitty miniature babies. It's very, very cool. Again, congratulations, Bill. Brad, Mr. Fisher, and yes, I did relay that to her as well. Mr. Fisher says, disappointed you weren't able to come along, Shy, referencing the Atlanta trip. Yeah, I've talked to her, and I am hopeful that we may be able to get her more involved with some stuff, or potentially even maybe her and I run out to a fish store here or there and do a live, you know? So we'll see. She's, I think after the stream that she came on, she's a little bit more open to doing a little bit more YouTube stuff. So that's awesome. But I'm not going to push, but very, very awesome. And everybody loves you.
It was a great time meeting Brad. And Brad, I saw that you called yesterday, and I didn't want to call back because I was afraid to be too late. So I'll try to call you back today. I hope it wasn't an emergency. Like, I'm in Chattanooga and I got a flat tire.
Yeah.
It's like, dope.
Good afternoon. Katie's almost living the dream. Not quite, but almost. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great day and being safe out there. Bob Kaler at Kaler's Aquatics says Pat did a great experiment showing O2 concentrations with hang on back versus sponge filter. Great info/video. Bob, if you got a link and you want to throw it up, you're welcome to do so. If not, we can hunt it down. Miss Fever says, I agreed to go. I said nothing about being on camera, sir.
You know what? What you can get is that headwear.
Mm-hmm.
And so you strap the camera to her forehead.
Yeah, there we go.
So everywhere she sees, you'll see the...
I'm sure she'll appreciate that idea, Ed.
Hey, if you're not going to be on camera, you might as well look good.
Yeah. Pegasus Arena says, FRF, would you or Ed be free to join the stream tomorrow? I'd love to have you on again. Possibly.
Yeah, I'm not for sure.
I don't know for sure, but possibly. I don't know if I'm supposed to be helping my mom today or tomorrow. So we'll find out, and I may be able to. And if nothing else, I may be able to come on for a short time if I can't commit to the whole stream.
Actually, I already said no to somebody else on Tuesday because I have a commitment with Chris on Tuesday. So it makes it tough.
Yeah.
And I'm also, I'm going to be out until probably late. But I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Rena. Up at 9:29. Good to see you. Mr. Fisher says at Chattanooga Ed, it was about how to video not being at 1,000 pineapples. Yeah, I saw that well after the fact. And there are ways that people get around the system, but I'm not familiar with it. I was always too scared to try and go around the system for fear of them catching me and taking action against me. So I don't know how to bypass that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I'm not your technical guy to ask because if you noticed, I was the one guy not videotaping when we were down there.
Oh, that's awesome, Katie. I'm glad for you. Katie says, I'm off the rest of the day, so I'm laying by the pool. Heck yeah.
Well, I'll be doing, we were talking and Sharpie was talking about his Beischer. I'm thinking, man, I am so behind on everybody's videos. I've had lots of company, but I've also been spending a lot of time at the pool too. Or in the pool.
Ed's got an amazing pool. I was hoping to convince him to turn it into a big pond for some awesome monster fish, but he wasn't going for it.
Yeah, maybe when I'm handicapped or something, I can't jump in it anymore.
Right. When you can't get the full enjoyment out of it. I got you. All right, cool. I am caught up. So let me know if any of you all have tried the extreme, good or bad, what your thoughts were on it. So far, all of my fish have loved it. If you've got any ideas on how to build a nice betta wall, I'm looking at probably at least 48 different cubes, I guess, if you will. I don't want them to be small. Like, I don't want it to be like fish store size. I want them to be a little bit bigger, almost like a massive multi-tank system. So feel free to throw those thoughts out there, either in the chat or in the comments down below if you're watching this on the replay. I do try to get to every single comment. Sometimes I miss them. They get filtered over into my spam and I don't catch them for a while, but I try to get the comments almost instantly most of the time. And there, Bob Kaler's Aquatics has posted the link for that oxygen concentration video.
Nice.
I'm going to open that in a new window, so I've got that for later. There we go. Bob, I appreciate that. Danikin says, I feed extreme to all my cichlids. They love it. But which one do you go with for your cichlids? I'm curious, Kenny. I got the big fella is what I'm using for. I tried it with the cichlids and with the piranha, and they really liked it. It's the size of pellet that I prefer for them. The piranha could do a bigger pellet, but I feel better with a little bit smaller pellet just so that there's not a choking hazard there, because I don't usually pre-soak the food so it goes in dry, and I don't want them to get, a pellet the size of their throat that they could choke on. Katie wants to know how those beautiful zebra plecos are doing. The 3 that made it are doing really, really well. I'm going to get in there today where the kids tore the tank apart. I made sure they were okay, and then I just kind of left the rocks and everything how they were sitting in there because they had already been stressed out enough between just getting moved the day before and then dealing with that. So I wanted to give them a little bit of time to de-stress. I'm going to get back in there today and fix the rocks and everything, and just give them another good check, and then just leave them alone and let them de-stress again.
So are they in one of the rooms?
They are in a 20 long in the hallway, which I don't know if I talked about this on the stream. I was talking to the Zen Ginger about it beforehand. My children are evil. They didn't do anything to the fish, but I have a door, and the way that I'll try and make this quick because we've got about 13 minutes. So I built a 2x4 rack in the hallway for 20 longs. The end of it is right at the end of the hallway where the living room is. I hinged a door on it for that hallway so that I could close it off. Well, I locked that door. What I didn't take into account last night was that they were able, I keep like smaller storage containers underneath that rack with like fish stuff in it, so it's out of the way, but it's available. They were able to squeeze in between the 2x4s underneath the tanks and go around the locked door. So they were back in the fish rooms again. Didn't do anything to the fish, but made a lovely mess with Dom's acrylic paints. So I'm going to, when we get done here, go install some paneling on the side of that so that they can't get through there, because they're just bound and determined to, I guess, prove that they can outsmart me continuously. But I'm not going to let them defeat me. So, yeah.
Well, we could go to Tractor Supply Store and get some like electric wiring.
Yeah, we could go to Tractor Supply Store and just drop them there. I didn't say that. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Free to good home. Doesn't have to be good. Home requirements are a cardboard box. Send applications to my PO box. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kaler says military school. Yes, wouldn't I love to?
Military school costs like $1 bajillion, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, from what I've seen. Let's see, I missed some stuff here. Tiffany White says, I feed a lot of extreme flakes and pellets. My fish love it, but they don't seem to be very picky. My fish are not really picky, but they seem to attack this a little bit more than they even do just the regular feeding time. So I'm really liking that. Zen Ginger says, I don't know, James, I really like Kenny's betta barracks. Yeah, and Kenny's betta barracks are awesome, and it gives them a lot more room than a cup. And of course, it's on a flow-through system with a sump and a UV sterilizer and heaters and all that good stuff. His setup is absolutely amazing for a retail store. I honestly feel like I would catch entirely too much hell as a YouTuber if I had to been anything less than like a 2-gallon or 2.5-gallon tank. And I quite frankly don't feel like dealing with it. If I'm going to build something myself, I can build it bigger. I don't want to get into like 5 gallons a piece, because then it's not really just a betta container. Then it's more like just, nano tanks. So we'll see. I'm still looking at options and ideas.
I need to get up to Knoxville and check out his betta bunker, or what's it called?
Betta barracks is, I think, what
Betta barracks.
kind of what the slang that we're calling it right now. It is It is really, really cool. He put a lot of time, money, and investment into that. Literally had the entire basically room built that thing's attached to just for the bettas. So it was a lot of work and thought he put into that, and he made it look really nice. Indoor fishing inside says fish room fever. Yeah, more natural route. I'm adding a few inches of sand to a 20-gallon tall right now. Very cool. Very, very cool. Daniken uses the smaller pellets. Awesome. I appreciate that info.
Are they
same
slow?
stuff, but the next size down.
Are they
Sorry,
slow?
buddy, what was that?
Are they slow sinking?
These do not say slow sinking. These are, I think, standard sinking. They are not floating. Well, I can't throw them in the tank behind me. I don't have anything in there that, well, they would pick at them, but I have nothing that would scalp them up. I don't want them to sit and rot. Ooh. Here's the flake, which these guys did have 2 ONIP tabs when I started, so they've already consumed those. I won't put a whole lot in. But there's the mine cluster. Turn the chair. There we go. And that's after knocking out 2 ONIP tabs earlier. All right, let me see. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics has found another breeding pair of cribs today in the grow out tub. Must be a wormhole in there somewhere. That's awesome. That is so cool. Just find a pair of yeah, there we go. Thank you, Zen, for posting that. Big J's is next in 10 minutes, which is about 8 minutes at this point. That's awesome to find another breeding pair. Congratulations, John. We can build it bigger, better, stronger, says Mr. Fish, sir. Absolutely.
Especially if we had $1 million.
Yeah. That's what my boys do best. My boys are 6 and 4, and everything is a joyous experience. Yeah, mine are 7 and 9 and heck on wheels. Love them, but they just are all about pushing the limits and testing patience at this point, just to see if they can get around what I say not to do. Dragon Lair, I did not see your pool comment. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Streetwise. Oh, there we go. My landlady's pool next door is no longer being kept up. It's all green and full of frogs, hence my frog problem. I need to sneak a few huge peacock bass in there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that would take care of it. I'm sorry that you're having to fight the neighbors causing a problem for you. Kaylor's Aquatic says, love aquatic marine. Absolutely. And thank you for posting a link to their website, Zen Ginger. Bob Kaylor saying, anybody holding out a like, we need a few. We've got 46 watching and 36 thumbs up, so I do appreciate that very, very much. All right, cool. Yeah, so one of the other things I did yesterday was, let me see if I can find the link. I'm trying to help Aquatic Marine with their YouTube channel. So they actually ended up accidentally having 2. So I helped them get that sorted, so I knew which one to share, because you should start seeing not just more stuff on there from them, but potentially some stuff on there from me. If I could type, it would be phenomenal, but words are hard. Right. Zen Ginger says, look out, you slackers, making Bob beg for likes. For shame. Yeah, don't make Bob beg. Where'd you go? Oh,
I don't think Bob would really beg.
No, I don't think so. But I appreciate Bob doing that. I do.
Yeah.
Katie's almost living the dream says, I have an 11-year-old son. I'm about to drown myself here in a minute. LOL, just kidding. Kids are wild today for sure. Yes, absolutely. 100% agree with that. Indoor fishing insights. That's not really Cody son. They spit it out usually. I want to get a now slow sinking food. Going to try shrimp also. I do like the slow sinking foods. Let's see if I can find this. Hey, here we go. I found it. I'm going to throw this in here. You all do me a favor. These guys have supported me tremendously. Copy this. This is the link for Aquatic Marine, their YouTube channel. Go throw them a subscribe. Like I said, they've got they're working on getting more cool stuff on there. They've already got some cool videos, but I'm also going to be working with doing some video work for them. So you get to maybe see more of me over there as well, and I would appreciate it because, like I said, they help me out, so I'd like to help them out. It can be tricky to find a really, really good LFS. Tennessee, we seem to be fortunate. We have a lot of really good local fish stores. Like you've got one with you, I've got one near me. But generally speaking, if you look at the overall of the internet, most people have crappy fish stores near them. So I'd like to support the good ones as much as I can. Bob Kaler's Aquatics with the $1 poop super sticker. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. Well, that didn't even... For shame. I want a refund on that. Taking that one back. Oh, Pugs Tanks with the $4 super sticker. Thank you very much for the coffee. Yeah, my coffee, my cup is empty. I'm sad. I think this guy drank all my coffee. Oh, I did get my replacement in today from Teespring. It arrived. The cup that I had gotten broken, they replaced it, sent it out. So I've got it sitting over here in a box. It was supposed to actually go to my little one because he loves coffee cups. I owe you one more here. So thank you, Pugs Tanks. I appreciate you. And Colors Aquatics. That one didn't really do much either, but there we go. So Teespring did get it replaced and shipped out to me within less than 2 weeks. What was it, a week and a half, I think? That's
awesome.
Yeah, so I know that there have been some issues with other people having Teespring delays or holdups, but there was no fuss. I sent them the email with the picture, said, hey, this came broken. And they said, oh, we're really sorry. We've already got one being printed to send to you. Got the UPS notification. It was on the way, and then got notified when I woke up this morning. It was already sitting on the porch, and it's in good shape.
Well, that's super nice that they did that.
Yeah, absolutely. I was quite pleased with that. We have got 3 minutes left. Mickey M says, hey, everyone, lurking and liking. I appreciate you, my friend. I really, really do. Ed, do you have anything you want to talk about? I think I've given away all the secrets of things to come for this week. Next.
I'm not for sure. I'm not going to give away my topic for Thursday night. But that's the only secret I got left.
Right.
Chris is helping me make, my logo.
Yeah.
He's making it so it's just a circle. So when I make a thumbnail, it doesn't have the white corners on it.
Gotcha.
Because I had no idea how to do that. So that's super cool of Chris. And as soon as that happens, then I'll throw together a terrible video that you guys probably won't like of my ponds.
Awesome. Well, I'll be looking forward to it. Of course, if you're not subscribed to that guy, Chattanooga Ed, my regular co-host on the other streams, and I co-host on his, he co-hosts on mine. He's my buddy. If somehow you're not subscribed to him, go make sure you're subscribed because he's awesome, and we want to get him to 1K. So I think I'm pushing that more than he is, but looks like we've got 1 minute left. We're going to go over to Big J's. Ed, do you want to come up with a hashtag, or you want me to pull one out today?
Man. Normally there's always a whole bunch that I want to come up with. But I don't know. You do it, dude.
All right, I'll do it. I'm sure one will pop up in the chat here. Let's do hashtag beta because that's what that's my project today is mostly beta related. So hashtag beta. That's what we're going to go with. So let's go check out Big J. Thank you very much, everybody, again. Darn, I didn't run through all the super chatters, but I know we had Bob Kaler, Pugs Tanks, Miss Fever, Bob Kaler several times. We had Eric Furlow. Goodness, Creeks Aquatics, thank you. Miss Fever, that's as far up as I can go. And I know there was a $20 one up higher as well. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for hanging out and talking with us. Thank you for lurking and liking. To all my members, I love you. I'm going to have a video up just for you all today. That'll be Zebra Pleco related. So I hope you enjoy that. Let's go over there and say hi to Big J. I hope y'all have a great day. I love you. Until next time, keep your fish healthy, keep yourselves healthy,